How do you feel about choice? How do you feel about making decisions? How good are you at making decisions? And how hard do you find that process? I want to share with you a story of a wonderful client that I've been working with and the way that she describes her choice and decision making abilities, how she viewed it before we started working together and how she views it now. And perhaps you will resonate with one of her metaphors. Perhaps you will feel that you're one and not the other. Perhaps you'll see that you're moving between the two, or perhaps you'll have a different metaphor completely for how you view choice and how you view making decisions. So when we started working together, she was really stuck. That was how she would describe it. She was stuck. And looking back, she can now see how she was feeling, and she's put that into a metaphor. She says that she feels like she was a rabbit in headlights. And she can now see that she was just stuck in fear and indecision. She didn't want to make a decision for fear of making the wrong decision. And now she can see that actually not making a decision really wasn't helping. So she was the rabbit stuck in the middle of the road. The truck is coming and she's deliberating over whether I should go this way or whether I should go this way. And all the meantime, she's not actually moving. So she's not actually moving in any direction and the truck's still coming. And now she can see that by not making any decision, actually she was stuck and that was the worst thing to do. It doesn't really matter in hindsight if she'd gone to one side of the road or the other, as long as she got out of the way of the truck. But by just staying rooted in indecision and fear, she can see how she was viewing her decisions. She viewed it really, she described as high stakes. You know, I don't want to make the right or wrong decision. It's right or wrong. And when you don't want to make the wrong decision, it's easier not to make any decision because then you can't get it wrong, but you also can't get it right. So through working together, choice came at the heart of a lot of the work that we did. Choice for me is the one thing that unlocked things for me. As soon as I realised that I had the ability to make choice in my life, to make choices, I had a choice about how I did things, about what I did, about how I thought and what I believed. The fact that I realised I had choice is the thing that's unlocked so much for me. So it's at the heart of all the coaching that I do. So looking at choice throughout our time together, she has now started to see it in a completely different way. She now describes the way that she makes choices as being like a sailing boat. And this sailing boat is moving powerfully forwards and it can change direction at any point. So every decision is about changing direction ever so slightly, knowing that that won't be forever, knowing that one decision isn't right or wrong forever. It's a decision in the moment that can then, later on, you can course correct, you can change, you can do something else. You can decide to stay on that path if you want to, or you can change direction. So she's taken the high stakes out of her decision-making process. It's become about just moving forward and making decisions. And the real difference that struck me between those two metaphors was the movement. With the rabbit in headlights, the rabbit is glued to the spot in indecision. It's not making a decision either way, and so you're just letting the truck or letting life come at you. You're not making a choice. But in the boat, she's making choices about which way the boat is going. She's making choices all the time, and every decision, she says now, is learning. Every choice I make, I learn something, and from that learning, I decide what I do next. So for me, what struck me is that movement, moving forward. Choice unlocks you in a way that means that you can move forward. So making small choices, knowing that it's not just making one choice in life and making the wrong choice is going to ruin my life forever. Making one choice leads to the next choice, which leads to the next. We're going to make millions of choices in our lives. I don't know how many we make every day. It's not about making one right or wrong decision. It's about making a choice, learning from it, and then adapting and course correcting. So I wonder, do you resonate with either one of those metaphors? The rabbit in headlights or the sailing boat? Which one would you like to be, or which one do you feel you are at the moment? I would love to know.